Hey folks, good morning. This is Manjit Singh from the offices of Manjit Singh CPA PC with offices in Falls Church and Ashburn. We are taking appointments for the Ashburn office these days, and it is strictly by appointments only, no walk-in in Ashburn. Hey folks, today is March 9, and it's a Saturday, so March 16, 17, you have corporate returns due. Corporate returns, which ones? The S corporations, the LLC that has elected to be an S corporation, and the LLC which is pure and simple partnership returns. These three kind of returns are due on March 15th, technically, or the next business day. You are not ready, or your accountant is not ready. Most of the time it's me. All right, so you file an extension. An extension is filed by filling out a form 7004. 7004 for all three type of entities. As a matter of fact, the fourth entity also, which is the C regular corporation. In the middle of the form, you have to put down the code, what type of business entity it is. S corporation, C corporation, LLC partnership, or whatever, okay? So you fill that form out and you send it. You're done. The easiest way is to send it certified mail, return receipt requested so that you have proof that you mailed it. And if you are computer savvy, the best thing is to do it electronically. You have a return receipt number, electronic number from the provider, for example, TurboTax or Manjit Singh, who can provide you with the electronic number. So folks, you have to be careful to get it. I was reading today in one of the blogs that somebody filed a corporate business return and they did not get the number, and the IRS is saying, hey, you did not file it, even though they have the number and they're talking to the software people for the evidence that the return was filed, and that was for the year 2017. Now, the next step is, please, IT firms and other firms that are conducting businesses in different states of the United States, Virginia, Maryland, DC, the DC does not recognize an S corporation, so you have to mail the extension. And if you're not ready to file it, you have to send in the form with the extension, and the minimum money that they want is $250. It's a franchise tax, it's not income tax. Similarly, California may have a money due extension. Texas, you may have to file an extension because in Texas you have something special. Like in Virginia or in Maryland, you have the annual reports. Texas uses the income tax format to record that. If you do not file it for the extension, they may come back and say, hey, you have not filed it. You do need to file this Texas state tax return. Similarly, there are other states that there may be money due and you need to pay with that. The next thing you have to be careful about, if you have shareholders that are non-resident of various states. For example, we have IT company where the shareholders members are resident of Pennsylvania, and the business is being conducted in what you call Virginia. So the Virginia resident who has income from the state of Pennsylvania, there shall be some tax liability that the corporate entity needs to pay for the non-resident members, shareholders. The most recent example I can think of is a gentleman's tax return that we did, and the Delaware came back and said, hey guys, you are claiming a $337 credit, but we don't have record that the business entity paid the $337. Similarly, there is another business entity where the shareholders are here in Virginia, except one is a resident of Maryland. Virginia requires the business entity to make the payment of the estimated taxes. And when the tax is actually computed, the refund will come back not to the shareholder on whose tax return we're going to be claiming the credit, but it's the overpayment is going to come back to the business entity. And since this is a shareholder or a member LLC, the changes or the corrections or the adjustments needs to be made to the capital account of the shareholder. Either you put it down there as additional distribution or contribution or in distribution. Folks, I'm running out of time, and if you have additional questions, please do not hesitate to send us an email.